welcome back to my channel. Sarah here for my second ink deep dive video in this new format that I'm trying. And as I said, this one's going to be a little bit different to, well, the one hopefully you just watched and what you can see on the left-hand page there. What I've done this time is I'm going to do the ink in the middle last and only let you know what it is at the end as well. So what I have, like the other time, is 6 circles around, and then I'll do the big swatch in the middle. If at any point you can guess what the big swatch is going to be, let me know in the comments and do it where it timestamps it. We'll see if anyone can get it. I specifically chose an ink that, depending on how you look at it, what pen you put it in, what paper you use it on, can be so many different colours. I love when inks have the ability to do that. And the 6 colours I've chosen around the side are colours that I see in this bigger ink swatch. So first up, that colour I have there is a really cool, like, dirty yellow. It's shades really nicely once it dries. You can see even in the pool there. I think it's more of like a brown yellow than a orange one, so I'm not sure if that makes it more like mustardy, but a really cool colour. Following on from that is a bit of a cult classic. It's a very, very popular green, if anyone can guess what it is. It's just a beautiful rider. I think it's a go-to green for almost everyone, and the swatch that I'm going to do in the middle definitely has some hints of green in it. Next up is another kind of brown ink. It's similar to that first yellow one, but for me goes more brown than yellow and shades a bit darker as well. This ink is one I'd never heard of and was gifted to me by a pen friend. And it's, I'm interested in wanting to get it into a pen because I think it could have some cool qualities to it. When you look at it compared to that yellow one up the top, the yellow one, it makes the yellow one look more orange. So I think maybe the one up the top is going to be a bit warmer, and this one maybe has some cooler undertones to it. It's interesting, I put these colours around to speak to what is this, the big one that I'm wanting to do, but even looking at them next to each other, you see different characteristics, which I just really, really love. This swatch I'm doing twice because it actually has shimmer, but I purposefully wanted to just put down the base color before agitating the bottle to get the shimmer in there. This ink is a really cool ink. It was given to me as part of my Aussie ink swap, so if you've watched those videos you might know what this one is. I actually have the last ink of the small 6 is from that as well. I have a bit of a love-hate relationship with shimmer, but this is definitely one I want to try because I just love that base color so much. 2 left. Who can guess what that middle ink is going to be? I would love to know. All right. So I have the last 2 inks I'm going to swatch are greens. This is a darker khaki green. It shades sometimes almost a little bit black. Really legible pen. The clue for this one is it's by a pretty massive manufacturer, and the pen that came out in this colour I'm pretty sure was quite popular. It looks really lovely. And last but not least is probably the lightest green that I've got in this ink sample. It is another very, very well-known green, but I wanted something that just felt like a true green as opposed to more these like khaki ones, and that's why I wanted to include it in there to see what types of green that this bigger swatch speaks to. Is it more the truer like this one, or those kind of dirtier, brownier greens that I'd done already? I hope everyone did their guessing, because now we're going to go with the big swatch. I bought this ink on a bit of a whim from a Facebook group, and I wasn't sure if I was going to like it, but I've inked it up in a couple of pans, and every time I absolutely love it. There it is. Who can tell me what it is? Just think it is an incredible and dynamic ink. So let me know if you can guess. Before I tell you what it is, I'll let you know what the 6 around the side are. First up is Dominant Industries Autumn Forest, which has that green base colour and a bronze shimmer. Next up, Birmingham Pen Company's Banana Slug. Amazing name, can't say much more. This is the one I thought everyone would guess. Bit of a cult classic, Alt Gold Grün. Loved by so many, and rightly so. It's such a beautiful ink. Of the 3 left, I actually think there's 2 that are pretty well known. This one, again, loved by many. It's Pilot Iroshizuku Chiku Rin. And I messed up before. I don't know why I said it was released with a pen. I was thinking of the Lamy Safari, but it's Diamine Safari. So I'm not sure what I did there. My brain is not working. And last but not least, I'm going to butcher the name. This is an Ackerman ink from the Dutch Masters series called Hulswood Brun. If you know how to pronounce it correctly, let me know phonetically in the comments below. So those are the 6 I've chosen to kind of give hints as to what the big one in the middle is. Last chance to guess now. As I write down the brand name, it is a Robert Oster ink, which I think very much gives it away. But I just find this idea of seeing similar inks or inks that have related properties really cool to see. Even just looking at the dried pages, it's been a really, really fun exercise. And today's exercise was all about the ink in the middle, which is Robert Oster Gold Antiqua. I'm pretty sure it's Antiqua and not Antica. Antiqua. Again, if you know, let me know. So guys, that's going to be the end of this video. Of these 2 different types of ink deep dive, if you let me know which one you prefer, I can keep trying to do them in that way, or anything you change, or if you kind of like me to alternate, really, really seeking some feedback. Both have been really fun to film regardless. There you have it. As always, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you could hit like and subscribe, that would be greatly appreciated, and I cannot wait to hang out with you and swatch some more inks soon. Bye.